Hi, Tony FARMOOR Koi. Still feeling a bit sad about my loss of my little Asagi. It was coming on so beautifully, but there you go, these things happen. I think it happens to more or less all of us at some point, fish losses, but there you go. Anyway, in this one I'll just give you a look at the fish in the tanks, but I've been getting the base ready for a quarantine stroke, I don't know, grow on tank, whatever I want to use it for really at any specific time. So I'll show you the fish, and then we'll have a little look at this concrete base I've done. I had one of those jumbo sacks of ballast and it didn't quite do it. This was yesterday, so I got the formwork in and I knocked up the ballast and cement and mix of 4-to-1, and it was about 25 wheelbarrowfuls on the front. I've made it quite a thick slab, but never mind. It was to get it level with the garden border. So I had to sort of get all the edges done and skimmed off so that it was okay, and it left a bit of a dent in the middle because it didn't quite do it. So this morning I had a delivery of 5 bags, small bags of ballast, and today I knocked them up and filled the bit in the middle, and it done it exactly. So I used all of my cement, all of my ballast, no wastage, recycled ballast, and so my base is now ready. So that's good, and I'm going to put some insulation on top of that concrete before the tank goes on, because that will just suck cold out of the ground, because it's not in the ground at all. So I'm going to put a slab of insulation and put the tank on it, and then at a later date I'll insulate the tank and clad it and so on, but that's still to come. So I'll turn you round to show you the fish. In this tank, they're all doing fine. Tomorrow I've got to do a major sort of maintenance job on this tank. I've got to clean the filters, those two down there, take all the sludge out of them, and that's just in the top trays, so it's not too difficult. Just take the lids off and you get to the top trays. And then these have got to have another water change. I need to clean the sponges again in the other tank more so, because I've been going a bit longer without any water changes because of medication in the water. I haven't done the second lot of Kashuri Flu Chem yet, because I decided that well, I think there was other parasites to consider. In particular I had trick, without a doubt, so I've treated with FMG both tanks, and sure enough they've stopped flicking now. They're not flicking or flashing at all. And this one down here, it's hiding at the moment, was in quite a bad way as well when the Asagi cockled over, but it's become quite a lively little fish again now. So I think the FMG has cleared something. It does appear to anyway. So I'm going to finish the course of FMG, and then I will do some scrapes, and depending on what I find, I shall repeat the Kashuri Flu Chem. But they're doing well. I'm pleased with them. As I say, you have the downside of losing a fish, and then the rest of them are fine. They're doing well. That Goshki is growing well. And the other tank, as I say, I've got to clean my filters, my sponges I should say. This sponge is the only one, the others are fine, but this one has got so clogged up, there's no water passing through it, so the air is floating it. It's floating. So tomorrow, as I say, filter cleans, sponge cleans, and another water change, and then another treatment. But these are doing okay. These are growing. Here comes the shower. Got a bit of a pointy sort of head, but that might change. Got some nice markings on it at the moment. So I think everything seems to be back under my control, I'd like to think, rather than the parasites' control. Haven't had any more showing any signs of swim bladder troubles, so that's good. I don't know what he finds to munch off the side of the tank there at the back, but they do have a good old munch at the sides, which isn't a bad thing. He's looking okay. That raised scale he had is all healed up and beautiful. That may have been the start, of course, of my parasite problems, that raised scale. But when I treated him for that raised scale, I'd done some scrapes and found absolutely nothing. So as I say, I just done the topical treatment and left it at that. But that may have been the start of the troubles. Just up to, oh, nice. Very nice. I just sucked all the bottom of this tank, and now he's done a big, big jumbo crap. Anyway, I think things are under control. Anyway, let's have a look at this base I've done. Get right back to you. Well, it's a miserable day here today. Drizzling and cold, but I've got to try and get on a bit anyway. So that's the area. I was going to put my grow on tank, and I've dug it out the part of the garden it's had to to sort of pop into to get it back a bit. I'd liked a bit more space just down on this corner really, but I can always make a little step round that and onto the little bit of grass that was left just there. I think all this grass round here and round, and also down this path, I'm going to wood chip sometime, put some weed membrane down and wood chip it. But that's it dug out for the concrete. Just got to get on and concrete it now. And I think there's a raft on there. It'll be all right with an even weight on it. Certainly wasn't going to dig down into that when I'm lifting it up in that way. Yeah, it'll just act like a raft for it to sit on. So that'll be all right. Anyway, got to get on and concrete it. See you later. Poor old chicken are still locked down in their run. DEFRA hasn't announced that they can come and have a run out again yet because of bird flu. So, I mean, they got a reasonable amount of space, but they do like running around the garden. The one thing about it is, of course, they don't scratch all my snowdrops up and stuff. Otherwise, they'd all be gone. And my crocuses in the grass. Anyway, I bought myself a nice sheet of 50mm insulation, because when my tank comes I'm going to actually put a slab of that down on the ground, on the slab, before it goes down, because otherwise that concrete slab will transfer lots of cold into the bottom of the thing. It'll probably crush it quite a lot, but that doesn't worry me. It'll settle down on it quite nice. A couple of ton of water, I suppose. But anyway, concreting's done. I had a full I don't know what they call them, but those real big bags of ballast, and wasn't quite enough, so I had to buy 5 of those small bags that came this morning to pop that bit in the middle. Just a slight shortage, but that'll be all right. As I say, I'll put that slab of insulation down first, and then I shall probably insulate all around the tank and eventually get it cladded, but that'll be a while, because yeah. So, concreted and ready.